All right, just everybody chill. It's fine. All right. I feel like this is not that good. Yeah, it's fine. We don't really need to see everyone. We just need to like be able to hear. Okay, great. Let's read. All right. Why does sugar taste so good? Legacy reminded us we're going to be thinking pretty much just what new information are we learning about sugar? Great. From chocolate cookies to crisp, juicy apples, we humans are sweet on sugar. And that's only natural. All plants and animals need sugar to live. It's the fuel that powers our cells. So it's not surprising that we're born to crave the sweet stuff. So what have we uncovered? I know this is a really short section. This is really like an introduction section. What have we uncovered so far about our topic? Turn and talk. Wait, pause. So wait, do we think that Janelle has the job for that little section?
Yeah, I want to go. It's like, I want to go. Lexi wants to go.
Can I have someone else? You're doing a great job. I'm going to have someone else speak. Kat said she wants to make it shorter. How would you make it shorter?
How you will make it shorter is by saying that you need sugar for animals and people.
What part is Catherine missing that Janelle had?
She's missing the plants and like.
She said that. Tell her to talk about it. Tell her to ask.
Humans and animals.
Okay. So what other piece is she missing though that Janelle had?
Another piece that Janelle is missing is like.
No. It's not Janelle. Janelle had it.
Catherine is sugar powers.
Okay. So I think what she said, what Janelle said was that we need it, which is the same idea as empowering ourselves, right? So I actually agree with Janelle's job. I agree it could have been a little bit simpler. Maybe we could have said something just like, everyone, plants, animals, and humans, need sugar to live. Write it down. That was a lot better already. But I'm gonna have a hard time just keeping a track of who needs colors. Okay, let's keep reading. New Hammond. Even just that subtitle, that heading, building suite. What does it already make us think maybe this section might be about? Because we know that one of our strategies, and I know that I'm still talking a lot, it's fine, this is supposed to be shared. One of our strategies that's going to help us sometimes figure out the big idea or the main summary of a section is looking at the subtitles, right? So if we look at building suite, what does that already make us think the section might be about? We don't know yet, but what might it be about? Building suite. What do you think? Or how it's made? Thoughts? People agree? Great, let's read and see if we're right. Sugar is the name for many different sweet tasting molecules. They're all made of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen atoms. These are the three basic building blocks, or simple sugars. These are called fructose, glucose, and galactose. Matthias, what do you notice about those three words? Super quick. We've talked about this before. I'm hoping you guys remember. Look at the print. No, look at the print of the words. I want you to notice, what do you notice about the visual way that they look? Isaac, what do they actually look like, those three words? Yeah, they're italicized. What is that? Did someone say text feature? That's a text feature, right? Why do you think the author did that? Speak a little louder. Yeah, maybe it's really important information. Great. Emily, can you click my thing so it turns on? These are called fructose, glucose, and galactose. All of the simple sugars can be found in plants. Fructose is what makes fruit taste sweet, for example. Combining these simple sugars makes other kinds of sugar. The most common is sucrose, also called table sugar. The sugar your family keeps in the kitchen for baking or in the sugar bowl. That's sucrose. Brown sugar, powdered sugar, and molasses are sucrose too. Most of the sucrose we eat comes from sugar beets and sugar cane. A sucrose molecule is one glucose molecule stuck to one fructose molecule. Plants make sucrose along with simple sugars. Animals make sugars too. Glucose puts galactose, plus galactose makes lactose, the sugar found in milk. All mammals drink lactose in their milk as babies, but some people grow up to be lactose intolerant, which I am, which means their bodies can't digest the sugar anymore. High fructose corn syrup is a sugar we get from corn. Like sucrose, it's a mixture of glucose and fructose. Agave syrup is glucose and fructose from a cactus. Honey is glucose and fructose from flower nectar, collected by bees. To your body, they're all pretty similar. When I say go, when I say go. 1 minute, can you put it on the timer, Nuhammad? Turn and talk. What is the summary of this section? What do you think? Go. says you can make sugar with 3 different types of sugar. By the way, what things that yeah, what are the things they're called? The first one. Sugar is the name for many sweet tasting molecules. What are the things that make sugar? No, they're called molecules. Yeah, what are you saying? What? Yeah, they're really called molecules. Why did you want to add that into your Yeah, exactly. Yes. Okay, we're gonna do no hands. Definitely, but I'm gonna start with someone too. Okay, Yolson, what do you think? I'm sure you and Lexi had a great conversation, yes? Really quick, also, I haven't heard anyone say what in the text makes you think that whatever it's to you have to support that idea. But anyways, just saying.
What me and Legacy talked about is just like and like there's different types of sugar and
Thoughts? No hands. Different types of sugar.
I agree, but I want to go on with your lotion.
Wait, I'm gonna pause you. So you agree that this section is mostly about different types of sugar?
Yeah, I agree, but I want to go on.
Okay.
You disagree?
Maybe he does.
Okay.
He can disagree if he wants. Okay. Thank you for pushing him to speak. Johnny, right? No offense. 3 people asked you and then you didn't raise your voice.
I disagree with Yolotson because how he said there are different sugars. There's different sugars that come from different plants.
Well, hold on. Wait. Someone's asking that at the wrong time. So, Yolson said that's not what he said. So, repeat what you said and then let's have Johnny Ray evaluate it.
what I said is that there's different types of sugar.
I agree with Yolotson.
No, Johnny Ray. So, right now, Yolson is saying this is the main idea of this section, that there's different types of sugar. Do you agree or disagree, Johnny Ray?
I agree with Yolotson.
Interesting. Thoughts? Why do you agree with him?
I agree with Yolotson because it says
Really loud.
It says in the third section of Building Sweet, it says there's sugar beets and sugar beets. Can you speak audibly? I agree with Yolotson because in the third section of
Great. If it's the third section, start looking where he's looking. Tell us what.
and it says how there's sugar beets, and how. Can you speak more audible, please? In section 3 of Building Sweet, it says
please, Johnny Ray. You're wasting our time. We want to hear what you have to say. Exactly. Okay, so give us your evidence, hon. So guys, I know we're losing steam because we're waiting for someone to not speak audible, but remember that he's giving us evidence of why he agrees that the big idea of this section is that there's different types of sugar. Johnny Ray, give us the evidence.
My evidence is in section 3 of Billy's Sweets, and it said how there's sugar beets and sugar canes.
Okay. Thoughts, no hands.
I agree with Johnny. I agree with Johnny Ray because he said that there was different types of sugar, and those two different types of sugar.
Hey, Julian, can you move that because we're taking video.
Oh wait, no, never mind.
Let's hear from some other people in the room. Do you guys agree right now? Right now what we have, let me tell you what we have right now. Right now what we have is, we have someone saying that the big idea is that the biggest information taken away is that there's different types of sugar. Thoughts? Lots of people are showing me this, but y'all are not talking. You already talked, sorry. So what you're telling me is you want me to write this on my paper and you want me to be wrong. And then you want me to get the wrong main idea, and then you want me to get my answers wrong, and then you want me to fail SBAC, and then I'm not going to go to college. Speak up. If it's not right, we figure out what mistake we made and get the right answer.
I disagree with what Legacy said because he's only getting his evidence from one part of the Hilton because he's only getting
Relax.
he's only getting his answer from one part of the text. I mean the section. And I think that the answer
We're not going to do that while someone is still talking.
and what I think the jot should be is that you need fructose,
Glucose, galactose.
galactose to make sugar.
Thoughts? What's the difference between what Catherine said and what Yolson said, and why is Catherine's the big idea and why is Yolson's not? What Catherine said was that she thinks the big idea is that you need 3 things to make sugar: fructose, glucose, and galactose. What Yolson said is the big idea of this section is that there's different types of sugar. Turn and talk. What's the difference between those? Why is Catherine's more aligned? Go. It's not the same thing. One is telling me that there's different types, and one is telling me how you make sugar. How sugar is made is by using those 3 molecules. Did everyone else think this? You think this? And why didn't y'all say something? You guys, someone just said they didn't want to speak because they were unsure if they were right or wrong. No, I don't care. Speak. It doesn't matter at this point in the year if you're right or wrong. I'm wrong sometimes. Who cares? It matters if we talk, because that's how we're going to learn from each other. That's how I'm going to help you. Okay? Great. Continue, because I'm going to call on whoever I want. What's the difference between what they said? Why is Catherine's better for the big idea? I actually disagree with you. I actually don't think that Catherine's is wrong in this section, but I still think it's the big idea. Are you with me, Brian? rest of it is talking about what different types of sugar. What are they all made of? The fructose, the sucrose, and the fructose, the glucose, and the lactose. So, like, is the big idea really in the entire section, or what is it? It's in one place, but what does the rest of the section do? It builds on that idea. Exactly. Would someone that? Because you guys are so quick to be like, oh, we gotta get the whole section. And it's something I've been telling you. And so you're just saying that because the answer was Exactly. Sorry, I slur your speech. I mean, it's because I'm just trying to like make myself happy in the discussion to see how it goes. Okay, Isaac, what's the difference between what they said and why is hers better? Melanie, come here.
What's the difference
Here, do you want me to help you?
what Catherine said and Yolotin said is that Yolotin is just talking about different types of sugar, and Catherine is.
Isaac, I'm sorry. Can you start over? I'm really sorry.
What's the difference between what Catherine said and Yolotin said is that Yolotin was just talking about the different types of sugar, and Catherine was talking about how to make the different types of sugar.
Exactly. Polar, can you? Okay. All right. So what mistake do you think some of us made? Because no offense, it wasn't just Yilton.
We didn't. We didn't get all the big ideas.
I knew you were going to say that. No. Polar, talk to us. Here's the thing. You were right, but the thing you guys keep just telling me these answers that you think I want to hear. You guys have heard me say the past few weeks, hey, we got to get the big idea from the entire section, the entire section, the entire section. So now you're just throwing that out as an answer like, hey, maybe she'll just leave me alone if I say, no, next time you need to get it from the entire section. But that's not really what happened here, right? Polar, talk to us about what happened, because her and I just had a good conversation about this.
What happened is that Catherine.
Listen, please. Nicholas can't hear you.
Catherine got the main idea.
You didn't change the volume in your voice.
Catherine got the main idea out of this section by she found out what the main idea was from the section, and she found out that they were building on that idea.
Does that make sense? So it's interesting because the main idea is actually where though? Is it in the entire section? It's only where? That second section of this section, right? But what Pilar is saying is that the sections that follow then talk about the different types of sugar. But what are all those different types of sugar made of? The three molecules, which are fructose, glucose, and galactose. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So the big takeaway here is that I can't talk, that sometimes you'll find the big idea in the beginning or the end of the section, and then it might build on that big idea, but your big idea might be in the beginning or the end. And how we knew that that was the big idea, even though it was only present in one part of the section, is because it was building on it afterwards. Does that make sense? Okay, does everyone remember the jot now? Jonathan, what is it?
The jot is how there's 3 types of things to make the.
What are the things? Elevate your language.
The
No, but what are those called?
The
shout it if you know.
Molecules.
Molecules. Okay, say it. Start over.
There's 3 types of molecules to make the 3 types of sugar, which are fructose, glucose, and lactose.
Great. And then if you wanted to, I would be fine with that. If you wanted to, you could say, and then these 3 things make many different types of sugar, but you don't really need that to be the big idea. Do you see the difference between Catherine's and Yolison's?
Yes.
Great. Jot it down. Guys, real quick question. Catherine wrote 3 molecules to make sugar. Right or wrong? For writing this down, right or wrong? What do you think she actually needs to have written down here?
Lactose,
Why?
because that's what actually makes it.
Yeah, but also why in the text did we feel like we need to make it in our jot? No one remembers? It's a text feature. It's italicized, which means it's extra super important, which means it definitely needs to be in your jot and you need to spell them all 3 out. Go.
It's called
I don't even know what time it is. Matthias. Melanie, please put $1 on your desk for throwing pencils. But I don't really care. It's week 24. At this point, if your writing is slow, you need to hurry it up. I'm not waiting for people and yeah, no. The whole pacing thing, it's present with the jotting and with the typing. You just need to practice and hustle. We don't have time to wait for people to take a whole 2 minutes to write a jot down. Okay. Let's move on. All right. Here we go. The body's battery. Sugar fuel is for all the plants and animals on Earth. Plants use sunlight to make sugar from ingredients they get from air and water.